Yes, only Randy was there.
Oh, Randy
It
was
probably, yeah, but Michael is studying with me for many
a long time.
Yeah.
And then you said you were moving. I said, let's see, it's 39 years or 40 years you're in
Yes.
Ocean City.
39 and a half.
It's amazing.
Yes.
You know, the time passes.
And within that time, so many waves came and went. Just incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah. Even when we had a health food store, 19 years, just different, came special colloidal mineral came that would cure everything. Then special water came that would cure everything. Your sister is a store, probably knows. And then crystals and massage and.
How about the calorie? Remember calorie?
Yeah, calorie, 21 calorie cookies. Just so many things, and forgotten now. Subliminal tapes, we just forgot so many things, strange, and so many spiritual leaders came that everyone knew. Like Baba Ramdas was so famous at one time. Now I ask them, Baba Ramdas, who is he? They don't know. That so many people came. They're just things. So, the message is, good things somebody does gets forgotten. Evil things somebody does is also forgotten. Time wipes out everything. And you can see on the news, right now something happened in Washington D.C. is highlight. Before that, seaside hide fire. Before that, Colorado flood. Before that, just look at
one thing after another.
Just Syria, things happening. People get caught into it and then gets forgotten. And this is, freedom comes when you don't jump up and down with situation. That is called non-attachment. Same way in the life of people, somebody treats you, they're so nice and friendly, and same person turn around and they're very rude to you. And then they turn around and we easily get influenced by all these things. But when we observe and sit back, you can see everything comes up and down. Only you just flow along with that, you suffer, you just sit back and things change. Nothing remains the same. You cannot be miserable all the time. You cannot be happy all the time. That is reality. If somebody laughs a lot, you know what happens? Tears come to their eyes. Just imagine.
Tears of joy.
And somebody cries a lot, it turns into laughter. It's just, nothing can be sustained. Everything changes. And that is the message to learn, that I am consciousness. Emotions change constantly and we don't become victim to it. And we find tremendous freedom. This is practical. This is not because scripture says, but you can see in your life stability. Okay. Anyway,
I had something. You talked a lot yesterday about selfless service.
Yes.
And I guess I was trying, I thought about how it's applicable in my life and how much more open I am to it now. But I guess I was trying to figure out, is there a way to do that in the workplace without worrying about necessarily getting all the
accolades.
Right. That, for, like, I can see an opportunity where I work because the person that I work for now, I just like. And I want him to succeed, so I want to help. But, and in the past, I don't recall ever feeling that way. Like, I don't recall ever really I wanted the recognition. I wanted people to know that I did that. Where, like, now, I think I consider that growth for me, because now I want to do it because I want us all to succeed. I want us all to look good. And I was thinking a lot about that since yesterday, since you were talking about that. I've been thinking about it since class started, actually.
So many people caught into I, me, and mine, and that makes them narrow. They cannot see beyond. And that shrinks their consciousness. And when you shrink your consciousness, you cut down your potential of growth. So business growth or any kind of success, and also it cuts down on your health because you restrain. So when you do something out of love, selflessly, opens you up. So your mind opens up, you open up to new opportunities, also your health improves. Okay. I think the book you got, it has a big section, self.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, things like that. Thing to warn people is people are conditioned about helping, and they know the difference between helping and serving. The major difference I have in that book also, and in the smaller book, helping and serving, probably in this book. Okay,
I got to.
yes, helping and serving. The major difference, helping is I have desire to help someone the way I want. We determine how this person will be happy. So we impose our idea. Parents want to make their children happy. Then they say, I want you to be a doctor. I want you to be good. I want you to be good grade. So we impose our ideas. Nationally speaking, we go to Middle Eastern countries and they say, well, you're miserable. You don't have enough to eat. We want to give you lots of food and lots of things, And what we create enemies giving all these things because we think they are happier with all the things, but really what they need is something else. See, so we provide the things what we think from our standpoint. So parents do for the children and they create generation gap. Okay. So service, when I find quarrel between parents and children, I just be like your children and think like they think, understand them, and then try to help. That becomes service. Service comes with compassion. Compassion comes only when you have surplus. So first requirement, I think there's a whole section in some of the books, help and service, either that book. But there's so much into it. So first thing you require for selfless service is surplus. If you want to do anything for anyone, you have to have it. If you want to help somebody with money, you have to have money. If you want to help someone carrying something, you have to have muscles. Anything you don't have enough, you become burden. If you want to help someone, like go into a hospital and do voluntary work, but you are stressed out yourself, what will you do? You will spread the stress. Okay, there's so many facets. I'm just bringing out some of them. And sometimes you become very kind and you want to help out, then people take advantage of you. And I just, with so many experiences, I learned that, and I wrote in the book. And that quote is, be like a coconut and not like a peach. See, when you become soft-hearted, people squeeze you, and you become hard inside, and you feel bitter inside. I'm doing this, and then you hurt yourself. But you're coconut, that means on the surface you're tough. You live ordinary life. Don't let them know you're soft-hearted. You have choice to be soft-hearted when you need to be. Just like even ordinary cases, like say if I become lenient, somebody say, they say I don't have enough money. I say, come, pay what you can. Then suppose one time I did, then they take it for granted all the time. So just take this shit. Like I was telling, we're keeping 5 lessons for $60. Then something happened to somebody, just like something came up, okay, 2-3 weeks. Then so many weeks go by, 6 months go and they come. I came only 3 times, I have 2 more lessons, things like that. So being strict on the suffering means these are the rules. But you make the rules and you have choice. Individually you can do. But when you make it general, people see, take advantage of it. So it just generally in any situation happen. So don't be too much soft-hearted externally, because people have tendency indirectly to take advantage of it. Not